I'm very lucky actually to live in a place like so close to Zurich that has all of this incredible things going on, and I'm really excited to show you kind of an overview of what is actually happening in Zurich, in Switzerland, and the crypto valley as it's coined. It's quite interesting. So let's dive in. So what we'll be exploring is kind of a general market overview. So what is the legacy markets in Zurich? And then we're going to look at blockchain projects related to Zurich, and it's a lot, which is good. And we're going to have an outlook on the Zurich token ecosystem, and then show you how you can actually contribute to the Zurich token. So a general market overview. So just some facts about Zurich. So Zurich has been settled for over 2,000 years and founded by the Romans. So it has quite a long history. It is the largest city in Switzerland with 1.315 million inhabitants in the whole urban area, such as Zurich and surroundings. It is a major hub in Switzerland for railways, roads, and air traffic. And it is regularly ranked as a city with the highest quality of life in the world by the consulting firm Mercer. And it is also ranked the third most expensive city in the world, which kind of goes together, because if you have an expensive city, you have high incomes, and high incomes kind of, again, help create a better quality of life, of course. If we look at the economy, it is within Switzerland. It's a major economic hub. It hosts the Swiss Stock Exchange, and it has 10 of the country's 50 largest companies. They have their head offices in Zurich. The most important sector is the service industry, followed by the light industry, machine and textile industries, as well as tourism. And Zurich is ranked 9th among the world's 10 most powerful cities, which is really surprising in a way, just considering the size. But the location of Zurich is very central in Europe, very central in the world. A lot of things flow together here. And Zurich is also the world's largest gold trading center. So a lot of gold from the world is being passed through Zurich and processed here. And some notable large companies include ABB, UBS, Credit Suisse, Swiss Re, and Zurich Financial Services. And as you already know or you guessed, most Swiss banks have their headquarters in Zurich. Current fiat tokenomics. So the Swiss franc is the currency and legal tender of Switzerland and Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a small kind of like city-state, almost very close bordering Switzerland. So they also use the Swiss franc. It is issued by the Swiss National Bank. And the Swiss franc is interesting because it increased in value over the euro and the US dollar, mainly because of the European debt crisis and the monetary policy in the US. So what the SNB, the Swiss National Bank, decided to do is to create a peg that was tied to the euro, just to make sure that they can stay competitive. Because if the Swiss franc is too expensive, of course, no one wants to buy stuff from Switzerland anymore because people are paid in Swiss franc and it costs more. Nevertheless, despite being so expensive, at one point, they removed the peg. So they were basically, with the peg, they were just buying euros and dollars just to try to level the field. But because it didn't work out in the end, this strategy, they decided it was no longer sustainable. So they suspended the peg in 2015. Now, the Swiss franc is special because it's often considered a stable currency, just because of how the Swiss National Bank regulates and controls the value of the franc. For sure, it also has to do with the fact that Switzerland is a small country, and so it is easier to regulate this currency. Looking at the education, I think that's quite important because Zurich benefits from a very high level of investment in education. And, you know, this provides skilled labor at all levels. So whatever you try to build in Switzerland, there's really good educated workforce available. Two of Switzerland's most distinguished universities are located in the city. So the first one is the ETH Zurich, and 21 Nobel laureates are associated with the ETH, and the university is often ranked the top university in continental Europe. So for sure, a very important university, not just in Switzerland, but in Europe. And then also the University of Zurich, which is actually the largest university in Switzerland. So new technology startups, fintech, and others in medtech, they have very good chances of getting good seed and starter funding in Switzerland. And I think that's also important going forward here. I think we skipped something. So blockchain projects related to Zurich. The picture you see here is actually Zug. It's not Zurich because Switzerland is such a small place that it will be difficult to just relate something to Zurich. Everything is so interconnected. Everything is happening on a small scale, on a small map. So I included Zug as well, and the term crypto valley comes up here again soon. But first of all, I want to dive in why the crypto valley was even possible. And Switzerland has a federal government consisting of 26 cantons, and each with their own local government. And this is important to know because for Switzerland, decentralization is not something new. It's something that we've been practicing in the government for a while. And the reason why this system is pretty good in certain terms is because it really helps prevent public administration overly expanding. So the central government doesn't get too big. And because of this is a side effect of this, is that the politicians and the public administration choose a more citizen-oriented approach most of the time. The reason for this is simply because you are very close to, if you have a decentralized government, the local authorities are very close to the citizens, and because of this, are more likely to make sure that they look out for them. And Switzerland is spearheading the blockchain adoption when it comes to government as well. For example, the canton of Zurich government is publishing studies to use blockchain technology in the public administration. So they're currently reviewing how they could use that to make the public administration more effective. And Canton of Zug, of course, is a very special case. The city of Zug already accepts cryptocurrencies for tax payments up to 100,000 Swiss francs. The city accepts this long time already. The Canton of Zug just followed suit 2021. So you see, looking at this, the whole government is kind of very helpful in the crypto adoption. And they're looking to kind of create more effective measures with it. Now, when we look at the crypto valley itself, so what does it actually mean, crypto valley? So crypto valley is mainly centered around Zug, but not only. So it is a Swiss nationwide crypto ecosystem. And another reason why this is happening in Switzerland, because Switzerland is quite business friendly with the regulatory framework. It has a deep talent pool, like we saw before with the education. So there's a lot of good talent around, and the infrastructure is top notch. So it's very easy to get around, and very easy to bring people to certain places. And the Swiss government, they regulate as little as possible and as much as necessary, which is very important when it comes to the crypto space. Not saying that it is super easy. I think they still struggle with regulation like anywhere else, but they're trying their best to make it interfere as little as possible. And Switzerland has, like, as you may know, with the bank secrecy that doesn't exist anymore, but it just has like a deep-seated culture of privacy protection and decentralized institutions. And this whole Crypto Valley is also supported by non-profit organizations such as the Crypto Valley Association, so organizations that make sure this ecosystem connects well with events and so on. And now, if we look at the Crypto Valley, looking at Switzerland, it includes both Liechtenstein and Switzerland, and there are more than 960 blockchain and cryptocurrency companies / projects. More than 5,000 people are employed in Crypto Valley. And as you can see, most of it is happening in Zug and in Zurich. So you could really term Zurich and Zug is where most of this is happening. But also in the French part, we have a lot of in Geneva, in Vaud, and even in Ticino in the Italian-speaking part. So quite interesting how it's spread over Switzerland and still kind of have tied together through this ecosystem. The Crypto Valley top 50 companies per sector. Now, this is very, very interesting because the 50 largest Crypto Valley companies have a combined value of $254 billion. And 11 of those companies are unicorns with market valuations of more than 1 billion each. And those are really big names in the crypto world. So it's no surprise that Switzerland is really at the heart of blockchain technology right now. So for example, we have Ethereum, we have Cardano, Polkadot, Aave, which is in the decentralized finance space, Cosmos, Solana, Tezos, Dfinity. So a lot of those projects are actually really core projects for the crypto infrastructure. So they're not really like outliers or something like that. Those are very important projects at the heart of crypto technology. And those are the financial industry projects. So we again have Aave, which Curve, .fi, Nexo. Those are all decentralized finance projects, which are really, really big. And technology projects also super huge, like we saw before: Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, Solana. Those are the most important core projects at the moment in the space. So outlook on Zurich token ecosystem. So what does it actually mean, the Zurich token that we have with Unit? So in general, just to give you an overview of Unit itself and what the city tokens mean. So with Unit, we're creating a more inclusive and fair economy through equal opportunities and open communities for all. So we provide tools that make it easy to build and grow a token. So with a click of a mouse, you can create your own token. So that's important because you could create a token for your own business, and together with the Zurich token, you can help grow the community of Zurich. So we enable decentral banking, and it's fundamentally designed to catalyze the token economy. We want widespread adoption of tokens for use and not just investment throughout the global economy. So the Zurich token is a city token, and whatever will happen in the Zurich network, in the Zurich Unit network, so every project that is connected to the Zurich token will be fundamentally connected to the Zurich treasury. So holding, for example, the Zurich token will be a very profitable thing if you have projects that are connected and putting profits into the treasury of the Zurich token. So with Unit, we have those different pillars to help grow this adoption. So we have conferences, the thing you're watching right now. We have Unit Ventures, which is helping startups, making case studies and pushing the adoption of token use. We have Unit Masters, which is educating about cryptocurrencies in general, about blockchain in general, but also specific the use of tokens to actually give people the tools to be able to understand what they can do with tokens. We have Unit University that explains this whole project, that gives you a source of reading about it, and Unit News that is really the leader for token news in the world. The goal of our city tokens, we are currently active in about 30 cities across Asia, Africa, Middle East, Europe, and America. And we really want to support local communities in each of those cities. We want to help them understand that together they can grow in a very sustainable manner, that together they can grow their city token and create together a more fair and inclusive world. And we aim to create impactful connections for our communities or marketplaces and create a cooperative economy using tokens. So we're not just going to have city tokens, we're also going to have industry tokens that play together. So for example, we could have an industry token for the art world, we could have an industry token for movies or something like this. And all of this will kind of link together with the city tokens and create local communities that are connected globally. So what is in it for you when you participate or invest in the Zurich token? So you can be the change. So you can join the Zurich token community, and together we can create a new economy, transparent, fair, and secure. You can use the Zurich token as a springboard for your financial goals. So you can actually fundraise. You can do crowdfunding. You can do investments. And with the Unit ecosystem, you can support causes, raise funds, reward, or vote with people in the community. So how can you actually contribute to the Zurich token? We're going to have the World Zurich Forum, where we inform more people and create this community. And you can actually join this. It's on December the 14th, 2021, not 2022. Who wrote that? And it's an online event for pioneers, visionaries, and community builders in the ecosystem to exchange the ideas, share the latest industry developments, and network with industry leaders from across the globe. Here also locally with people from Zurich. We're going to have 10 speakers per hour in 5 rooms. Each speaker slot is around 15 to 20 minutes, and there's some 5 to 10 minutes Q&A in there. They're free of cost, and the speaker participation is voluntary and unpaid. So if you would like to become a speaker, you can actually use this link here, or you can just scan the QR code here. And this is the direct link to this event where you can register yourself. You can also register yourself to the Unit network. So thank you for tuning in. This QR code will lead you to the Telegram group for Unit Zurich, where we kind of gather all the people that are already part of our small but growing community. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.